Hello everyone, I'm beyond excited to welcome you all to Season 3 of What's Inside. Today, we'll be going over Episode 1, and this entire season will be about this thing, this Arduino Uno R3. And it's third party, so it's Elegoo. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with this stuff. You can program it to tell things to do stuff. We'll get it more into it later. But yeah, huge welcome to Season 3 of What's Inside.
Hey everyone, welcome to the analysis part of the Uno 3 R3 controller. So just a quick overview of what it is. It is the ATmega 32AP on the Elegoo Uno. And what it does, it is the central microcontroller for all logic, timing, I/O, and memory. It is the largest chip on the board, DIP package, 28-pin dual inline, removable with IC puller. And what it does is it executes user code, handles interruptions, interfaces with all sensors, actuators, and communication buses.
So let's get into why the microcontroller matters. Why does it matter, actually? In every single electronics project, whether it's blinking LEDs, sensing temperature, controlling a robot, something needs to make the decisions. You need logic to interpret the input and decide the output, timing to blink LEDs or sample data at precise intervals, communication to talk to display, motors, and sensors, memory to store variables and programs, as well as predictability to track the microsecond accurate behavior. Now enter the ATmega 328P. This is basically the brains in the heart of the Uno R3. Without it, your entire circuit is just a bunch of wires.
So what is this chip? So what it is a single chip, low power, 8-bit AVR microcontroller from Microchip. And it has a wide range of features that come with it. For example, a 32 kilobyte flash memory for storing your code, 2 kilobytes SRAM, runtime variables, 1 kilobyte EEPROM, which is the long-term data storage, and 3 timers, 16 megahertz clock speed, interrupt support, etc. Those are just a couple of features that the ATmega 328P has. And so it also has launched a million other projects, and we can break that down.
Now, let's get into the subsystem dive. There's the CPU, which is the 8-bit RISC architecture, and it executes one instruction per clock cycle. You can see that right here. And it's a register-based design with 32 general-purpose registers. And it's arithmetic, branching, and bitwise operations, and it supports and interrupts and power-saving sleep modes. The CPU fetches instructions from flash, decodes, and executes. And it's deterministic, where it's perfect for real-time hardware control.
And so moving on to the memory map. So there's 3 different types of memory types. There's flash, SRAM, and EEPROM. So the flash memory type is 32 kilobytes, and it stores the user's programs. The SRAM, it has 2 kilobytes, and it has temporary variables. And lastly, the EEPROM has 1 kilobytes and the data retained after power.
And there's also, of course, the GPIO and peripheral interfaces, as well as the timers and the interrupts. Those have quite a few components to it. For example, the GPIO and the peripheral interfaces are just like the pins from 0 to 13 that you can see right here. And then you can also see the communication buses, such as the I2C, the SPI, and the UART. And each pin has a different register and can be configured as input or output dynamically. Of course, there are timers, the power management right here, and bootloader, as well as the Arduino ecosystem, and the physical design and the testing and failure modes. But yeah, there's just too much detail to cover into this one little video. But I will show you how to, just some basic usages. This button is kind of just like a reset button. These wires, you can hook them up to your breadboards and your other electronic components by just plugging them in here, hooking them up. And of course you're gonna need a wire to hook it up to the ground power. And of course, in order to program it, you need to upload the code somehow. You can plug it in like this. And then plug the other side into your computer, and that's how the code gets uploaded. But yeah, if you have any questions, email us. And thank you for tuning into this episode. Both me and William are very excited to see you here for What's Inside Season 3. And we'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, make sure you always stay curious, because that's what's inside.